What's going on, everyone? IGTV, YouTube, welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with financial institutions, and how to get you access to high limit credit funding. And so part of the getting you access to high limit credit funding, it's not always about just, getting the highest limit initially. Sometimes you have to work with the bank and grow from within there, build up, a level of trust. Because remember, banks, unless, you have an existing relationship with them, they're not really going to open up to you as much initially. So sometimes you just have to get in and start building a relationship. And over time, you can grow from within as opposed to just getting a large, being able to get funds, large high limit funding initially. So part of that is, so I did a review on the Apple Card from Goldman Sachs, and some updates about that. So this card came out back in July, I believe, and you basically can apply through it if you have an Apple ID or any Apple device where you would use your Apple ID. You can go into the wallet app and then basically pre-qualify. So they'll give you an offer, so you'll know what you'll get. It's basically, a pre-approval. So that's basically what the offer is. And unless you accept, that's when you get a hard pull. So you could make that decision right then and there. Like, if you feel like the limit's not big enough, you could decline, or if you don't really want to risk the inquiry and maybe utilize that inquiry somewhere else, you could also make that determination. But from a lot of the data points that I collected, it seems like Apple and Goldman Sachs, they're trying to capture a large customer base. So you can get this card, from, I wouldn't say poor credit, but probably fair credit, fair, good, excellent, all the above. I have had other clients and data points, to validate that as well, that it seems like they want to expand expand their customer base pretty broadly. Generally, when you think of Goldman Sachs, that's high net worth wealth manager. So this is their first venture into the consumer credit lending space. So it's very interesting. So a couple updates about the Apple Card came out back in July, and I don't think there was that much data about it. So it took them a while to actually report to the credit bureaus. I got the Apple Card in July, and it just recently reported to the credit bureaus in December. So it took 4 or 5 months. I'm pretty sure they're still working out the kinks, but I wanted to let you know about one thing a lot of people have been talking about, and that's how you get a credit limit increase. So right now, to get a credit limit increase, you have to go into the Apple Wallet, and you have to send a message, and then you basically send the message to Apple customer support, and then they link you up with a representative with Goldman Sachs. And all this can be done just through chat, just through messaging. You could also call them to do it as well, but all you would basically say in the message is, I request to get a credit limit increase, and they'll reply back to you pretty quickly. And basically they just put in a request, put in a manual request. From the data points that I've gathered, this is only a soft pull, so they're not hard pulling you for this credit limit increase. However, the process can take anywhere from 14 to 30 days to get an answer. And I suspect that's just because, this card just launched, and, they're still working it out. That's just with any business, they're figuring things out. So I anticipate a lot more functionality, to be available in the near future. So, just other account management features. So, but for the time being, that's the way that you put in a credit limit increase. And so I did request one. So we'll definitely see how that turns out. I'll definitely update you about that. But yes, Apple, card is giving up credit limit increases now. So you do have to manually request it. It is a soft pull. So, we'll see. I've actually utilized this pretty good because for a while, the first couple of months, a lot of people were saying it hasn't reported. So people were thinking perhaps this is a hidden trade line. But, lo and behold, they finally did start reporting. So this is no longer a hidden trade line, which is fine. Yeah, I'm just curious to see what other, if they put out more products. Right now, they're offering on certain products, they're offering 6% cash back. So, like, if you want to buy a MacBook or a new iPhone, you can get 6% off using your Apple Card. So, I don't anticipate upgrading, but it definitely is, fairly enticing. Just because you're getting 6% discount just by using this instead of, paying in a different manner. So, anyways, that's all we wanted to share for this video. If you're interested in how to build out primary accounts, you could visit our website at www.creditplug.com, or you can email us info@creditplug.com. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.